Being a traveler is all about adventure, seeing new places, experiencing different cultures. But tucked away in the shadows of those dreams is a primal fear. The fear of the unknown. The fear that when you step off the beaten path, or even stay right on it, something unspeakable could happen. That you could simply vanish. Every year, countless people travel the globe, but some of them never come home. Their stories become chilling reminders of how vulnerable we truly are in the wider world. Today, we're diving into 3 such cases, 3 true stories of travelers who set out on journeys big or small and disappeared, leaving behind mysteries that haunt us to this day. First, the unsettling case of Brandon Lawson. It was August 9, 2013, when Brandon ran out of gas on a desolate stretch of Highway 277 in Texas. He called his brother, told him his truck was out of fuel and that he was pulled over. Normal car trouble, right? Except Brandon also claimed people were chasing him. Then came a chilling 911 call, distorted, panicked, with Brandon saying he was in a field, that a guy was chasing him into the woods, and that he'd accidentally run into them. He urged the operator to hurry, but when his brother and authorities arrived, Brandon was gone. His truck was there, keys and phone missing. For years, his disappearance fueled intense speculation. Was he running from someone? Did he suffer a medical episode? Was it something far more sinister out on that lonely highway? Nearly a decade later, in February 2022, clothing identified as Brandon's was found near his last known location. Subsequent searches uncovered partial human remains. As of late 2024, DNA testing finally confirmed those remains belonged to Brandon. While confirming his death, the circumstances surrounding his final moments, the chilling 911 call, and who or what he encountered on that isolated road remain shrouded in terrifying mystery. Next, we go to Panama, April 2014. 2 young Dutch students, Kris Kremers and Froon, were on a trip of a lifetime, planning to volunteer and travel. On April 1st, they set out for a hike on the El Pianista Trail near Boquete. They never returned. What followed was an agonizing search. Months later, some of their belongings were found along a riverbank, a backpack containing money, phones, and a camera. The data on the devices painted a disturbing picture. Their phones attempted numerous calls to emergency services starting just hours into their hike, but couldn't connect due to a lack of signal. The attempts continued for days. Then there was the camera. It contained photos from the start of their hike, but also a series of over 90 photos taken in the dead of night on April 8th, a week after they disappeared. These were taken with a flash, illuminating darkness, showing cryptic images, their belongings on rocks, oddly piled dirt, and one photo, particularly unsettling, seemed to show the back of Kris's head with something dark near her temple. Later, partial remains, including bones and a foot still in a boot, were found scattered along the same river. DNA confirmed they belonged to Kris and Lisanne. The official cause of death was never definitively determined. Were they lost? Did they fall? Or do those dark, flash-lit photos hint at something far more terrifying, encountered deep in the Panamanian jungle? The truth remains elusive. Finally, the bizarre and baffling disappearance of Lars Mittank in Bulgaria, 2014. Lars was on vacation with friends at a seaside resort. Towards the end of the trip, he reportedly got into a fight and suffered a ruptured eardrum. A doctor advised him not to fly, so his friends went home while Lars stayed behind to recover. But Lars began acting strangely. He called his mother, claiming people were trying to kill him and asking her to cancel his credit cards. He was captured on hotel CCTV exhibiting paranoid behavior.
The day he was supposed to fly home, Lars was at the Varna airport. He was consulting with the airport doctor when, according to the doctor, a construction worker entered the room. Lars reportedly began to tremble, yelled, "I don't want to die here, I have to get out of here," and then sprinted out of the office, leaving all his luggage behind. Security footage shows him running out of the airport, scaling a fence, and disappearing into a nearby forest. Lars Mittank has never been seen or heard from again. Was it a sudden psychotic break, perhaps triggered by his injury or medication, or was he genuinely in danger, fleeing from someone or something? His case is one of the most baffling missing person mysteries captured on camera. These cases remind us that the world, for all its beauty and wonder, can also be a place of chilling uncertainty. For these travelers, a planned trip turned into an unsolved nightmare. What do you think happened to Brandon, Kris, and Lisanne and Lars? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you were as gripped and unsettled by these stories as I am, please hit that like button and subscribe for more true horror and mystery. And ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next dive into the dark corners of the unknown. Stay safe out there.